never switched that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still there.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the... The 21. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that. You're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Try that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Lions at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
You look at this Niner defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hold on. Check.
Gibbs straight ahead. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And the Niners are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And so much success running the ball on this drive. You get down there, you're knocking on the door. You go to throw it in disaster.
Sometimes you outguess yourself, because I think a lot of times they expect so much pressure from the defense in that situation that you want to throw the football, and instead
cause a fumble.
Cause a fumble. You look back at the drive in its entirety and you think running the ball might have been the way to go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Here we go, Jack.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And tackled on the play by Broderick Martin. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hey, check that, street.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Okay, ready? Ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. You talk about this Lions defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Hurt! Hey, smash Broncos!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's Christopher Dunn now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Go, Reed, go. Pat the street, pat the street. Street.
Jackson. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Check, man. Go, check. Check, Bobcat.
Jackson on 1st down. And he floats one there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ready, set.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown 49ers! Danny Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 84 yards. And the Lions are able to move back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. but when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them, a big time.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here we go. Here we go.
This 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
With no move to get the offense off the field, they'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Go, Lee, go! Pat the street! Pat the street! Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Fighting to stay up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. going on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Samuel in motion.
Warrior 70. Hey, check that. Street. Hey.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
18 rattle. Hurt.
Jackson now. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and 8. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 68 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now done for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Right there, hurt.
On second down, Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Anytime the ball is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go, Reed, go.
Here's Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Go, Salon! Hey, 5. Shell.
Play action. It's gone. That is caught by Laporta. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Done good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now Jackson on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Hey, Shell!
Now Goff. It's complete to Williams. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Done good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Let's go now.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Check, hurt.
Now it's Jackson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with second and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Able to find Gray here. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready, set. Panther 11. Street. 19 tight. Get hurt. Ready.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Down to about the 45. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Second and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Hell, you won. Listen. Hey, 76. What's that?
They'll try the air now with Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jameson Williams with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
What's that?
A give right side for Gibbs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and 6 from the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a second and 6. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Gibbs sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with the football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
Done good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
45, 49ers 17.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's...
Touchdown 49ers! Brandon Ayuk. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.